Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Tuesday show. It's Tuesday, the 28th of October, I think. We're broadcasting live from a live studio, which we got. It's our new sort of home away from home, since we lost our original home. And we've got a live band here: guitars, drums, bass, the whole shebang. We've also got 3 or 4 presenters, some spooky horror movie type stuff, and me, as usual. So without any further ado and all that cheesy line stuff, we're going to crack away with Raised by Animals with a song which has never yet been recorded or put to tape. It's one of our new ones. It's called Let Me Down Gently.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All I have to say is let me down gently. If there's no other way, please let me down gently. Oh, don't let me down at all. You always leave me short. What was I expecting? For you to spare a thought instead of just pretending and intending to let me down. God made me deaf, but don't make me blind. 'Cause if I can't see, then I can't find all the little pieces of this thing we have between us before you let it die. God made me deaf, but don't make me blind. And if you have to leave, you know that you'll regret it. It's easy to believe the reason why you said it, but you'll regret it, letting me down. God made me deaf, but don't make me blind. 'Cause if I can't see, then I can't find all the little pieces of the thing we have between us before you let it die. God made me deaf, but don't make me blind. God made me deaf, but don't make me blind. 'Cause if I can't see, then I can't find all the little pieces of this thing we have between us before you let it die. God made me deaf, but don't make me blind. God made me deaf, but don't make me blind. God made me deaf, don't make me blind.
Hello, we're back again. That was a bit of a small clap. You're expecting more of the crowd and the backstage crew to get into it. We're all supposed to cheer and laugh, but I don't know. Yeah, there we go. Come on, Raised by Animals. Yeah! That's all. I like it. A bit of noise, you know. Anyway, that was the excellent Raised by Animals. They're going to be back later to do another song and also get grilled by our latest recruit, Steph, on how they got so good and where they're going to go from here and other interesting questions. We also have another new presenter. Well, he's an old presenter. Well, as you know, well, you'll see him more later. I'll talk more about that later. He's a bit of a blast from the past. But at the moment, we've got one of our more regular guys, Mr. Glen, Mr. Tall Googly Eyes. He's here as usual, coming out with his particular brand of whatever it is. Take it away.
Oh, hello. Am I there? Am I there? Hello? Yes, I'm there. Hello, here's Glen, bit of Glentertainment, suckling on the teat of Mama Barnsley, like a newborn original baby of music or something like that. You want to hear me more. So that's us in the studio here. My studio, I must say. Skimboat HQ here. Reasonable prices, all music guaranteed to be of some sort. So previously on GTV, bit of that. Coming up, some gigs and stuff and doings, which is what I'm here to do. So let me have a look at my disco ball partner in the background there. So, you know, it's, and don't pull them off. That hurts. Dear God. They're so hot, them disco balls. So, coming up this week, tonight we've got the Mighty Raised by Animals on the Tuesday show. So that's better than going out and do a gig. You can be in the warm like we are. We've got a nice little fire going in here and all that. So that's all good.
Certainly is.
Isn't it just? Although that mic, I'm in control at mic, so it's all gone wrong. You'll not be able to hear that. Let's try it again. It's all good.
It certainly is.
There we go in there. Thank you very much. Like I say, this half-assed gig thing that I do. So tonight we've got Raised by Animals. Wednesday 29th, we've got the Archers Experiment. Some of the penultimate gigs there at the Archers. They're still squeezing them out before they finish. And we've got Story of Absence and Tea and Biscuits. Again, I've heard that name before. Now, is that just a concept or a band? I don't know. That'd be really interesting to see. Thursday the 30th. Now, there's been a slight change on this gig evening at the Pulse Bar. It's the Halloween special. We've got Stubert and Moon, regulars on the Tuesday show. Bruise, we showed a bit of them from Bombfest. We've also got the Mighty Gaia and a band called the Virgin Marys. Now, unfortunately, Skimboat were meant to be playing. We're on all the flyers. I apologise, but a certain fella out of our band couldn't get his shift swapped, so that all went a bit pear-shaped. But we're still going to go anyway, and it's going to be a cracking night. I'm sure it'll be all monster goodness. Like that. So, moving on. Friday the 31st, it's actually Halloween, so if you want to get out and stop all them kids begging at your door for sweets and crap, or just razor blades, it's a pedo joy that night, isn't it, really? For all you out there watching. Get out the house and avoid that begging. I'll be at the Lacorum this week, where we've got Sign for Jack. Interesting band, could be a bit weird apparently. Tom Hatter's opening up, but there's also Blackjack, some friends of ours there with some tight rocking and such. Audio Bullied Indie DJs also afterwards. So Lacorum, it's the new place to be. It's nice, it's big, it's boomy, it's great, it's all good.
Certainly is.
It is, yes, somehow. You see, that's almost, I've got it on a button, so it's all good.
It certainly is.
It's like a sample now, it's gone too far. Always squeeze it too far. So yeah, Saturday, not much happening. Sunday, bands at Isaac's, whoever they might be. And they also bands on Monday at Isaac's as well. For fuck's sake, Folk at the Shore Inn. And that's on Monday night at the Folk Shore Inn Folk Club. And that'll be nice. So, and then it's all the way back round to the Tuesday Club, where we're here. Well, we won't be here, but who knows where we'll be. We'll be in Dale's bedroom next week, I'm sure. So, coming up, who knows? You could win us in a competition, perhaps. You know, win the Tuesday show to be gone live from your toilet. That's what we like to do. So, to end my little bit of nonsense here, just getting too confused with too many buttons and trying to talk and stuff, I've got some footage of the Skimboat in this very place, starting the Sgt. Pepper's project. So we'll be talking a lot more about this as we get more on, but I had a vision of trying to get loads of Barnsley bands in to do the Sgt. Pepper's album done by Barnsley bands. So we kind of kicked it all off. We've done Leon as well this weekend, done him proper. Ooh, done him up a treat. So in a moment I shall ask John to roll my VT. John, could you roll my VT? Thank thee and catches in a bit. Chris.
Where's focus on here?
Right. Don't focus.
Right.
There's the zoom thing.
It were at. Go on.
Chris, is it filming?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm gonna poop, but... No.
Right, more click and then I can go for it. Less click. Less click. Good click.
So as we were saying, this bridge bit in here goes Debo, 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 Debo. Oh, it's actually Debo,
Yeah.
isn't it? So three des and a bow. And then run down. And it runs up again. Right, do you want to play it along to the track?
Right, so
Right.
Chris?
Hi.
Hi, so we're here going to the Beatles.
Learning the Beatles for the third time.
Everyone do it, Glenn.
Oh, me.
Yeah, I think you should go and play the song.
Don't mind me. I'm not going to stay forever.
Sorry, I need a piss. Just stop the tape. Why am I calling it tape?
Stop the VHS machine. Right. That's perfect. Now let's go do it. And then it cuts to us doing finished version. No, we don't have to do it now.
So Ian, how do you think it's going so far?
Awful.
I have to bleep that.
Yeah, well. Won't be the first time I've been bleeped and it won't be the last.
So that's recording day one. Well done, everybody. We nailed it in the end. There it is. It's all done.
Hello, we're back. Yeah, it's over. You can turn the sound up now. Glenn's finished. Yay! Anyway, the Beatles, yeah, you know, you got to give them kudos for that. I mean, yeah, okay. So anyway, on with the show, on with the news. Yeah, it's the news bit now. I asked for them to put it later, but they wouldn't let me. You know, it's like, you know what I mean, little puppet masters. So I'm on now. Well, I'm on all the time, but I'm on now too. So anyway, lightning bolt kills 52 cows. Sad story to start with. I know I usually start off with animals being happy and cheerful and escaping from zoos and, you know, biting people on the street and stuff, because those are great stories. But, you know, you got to take the good with the bad. So all these cows were huddling against the fence, you know, for some reason I imagine they thought that the fence, the electric fence, would protect them from the rain or something. But anyway, big lightning bolt, all 52 of them fell over dead all at one time. So very sad, but also kind of funny because of cows. You know, if it was cats, it wouldn't be so funny, but cows are funny, let's face it. So next story. You know that story about how somebody sits down on these like suction train tube toilet things and then they stand on the button and it sucks all their insides out? Like, well, apparently it's true. Well, apparently it happened. Well, apparently it didn't. But anyway, this guy got his arm stuck down the toilet. You know, he was like, you know, putting his arm down the toilet fishing for something and kneeled on the little thing and then his arm got sucked in and he couldn't get it back out. You know what he was fishing for? His mobile phone. I mean, do you even want it? Would it even work? You know, and even if it did, would you want to put it up to your face all the time? So anyway, I mean, you get them for free from the company. You know, come on, don't be so stingy. So they had to cut him out. They had to cut the whole side of the train out and then take him out on a stretcher with his arm still stuck in the toilet. And then, you know, take it off with the jaws of life, which is also very funny. And this is the funniest of all. Drunk burglars go into a police station and steal stuff because there's nobody there. These two guys out drinking all night. The brother disappears and they go, where's he gone? I don't know. He's probably got arrested. Well, let's go around the police station. We'll give them what for. So they go around the police station, knock on the door, ring the bell. Nobody answered. Nobody. Oh, look, the door's open. Let's go in. So these two drunk clowns go in the door, right? So they manage to steal like two high visibility vests, which, you know, as if they didn't want to get caught. Also 2 stab vests and 2 police hats and 2 truncheons and also a police car. And so they get off in all the new gear and they go driving around the town really drunk and weaving all over the place. Eventually get caught, what a surprise. Get 12 months suspended sentence and only £30, which I think is pretty light going, you know what I mean? You steal stab vests from a police station. I mean, it's a bit rich, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's an actual police station. What was anybody doing there? Why was there nobody there? Who knows? Who cares? You know, typical cutbacks, you know, Margaret Thatcher, all that stuff. Who cares? Anyway, the reason they got in is because the buzzer was broke. And so the guy says, well, we must fix that. So that's the end of the news. Drunk guys, dead cows, and I forgot the third story. Oh, the guy with his arm stuck down the toilet. So now we're going to move on because the news is finished, thank God, and I'm going to be off the TV for a couple of minutes. And we're going to go to a piece of VT, which is made by one of our creative camera people called Brett, who does some photography and cinema and stuff, and he's made up some crazy thing about chasing coasts, and nobody's seen it except him, so who knows if it's any good. But anyway, you're going to have to be subjected to it right now, because here it is.
This day has brought terrible news and great sadness to our country. At 9 o'clock this morning, Mission Control lost contact. Lost contact.
I'm on the screen. Yeah, hello, I'm back again. Yes, that was that was Brett with his particular brand of weirdness, which I quite enjoyed, particularly the music. Who played at Bombfest or something? We don't even know who they're called. Tell you the truth, I wasn't really watching it, but apparently it was really good. So yeah, check it out. Brett, he'll be back later on, and such and so forth. If ever we are, who knows? The mysteries and the vagaries of life, time traveling through the universe. We'll never know what's going to happen next. But well, actually, what we're going to happen next is a bit more Raised by Animals, I think. Yeah, we're going to go with that, a bit more Raised by Animals. I was going to say something else as well. Oh yeah, why don't you phone me? I've been keeping my phone on all the time. I don't even turn it on silent around, and I keep waiting, hoping for some schmuck of one of my mates to phone me up in the middle of the show so I can take the whittle out of him for being live on TV. But nobody ever does. Phone me, go on, it'll be funny. Anyway, at the moment, it's Raised by Animals with a track called More Power to You. Good tune, good track, good name.
You think she's sent from above in the first verse of love, all smiles in the photographs, riding high on the breeze. You'll forget with great ease what it is that you're all about. Soon you jump when you're told, trading new friends for old, whose hand is down your back. And it's easy to see just who it will be who has the last laugh. And I say, hey, more power to you. Hey, 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 more power to you. And all those nights on the tiles turn to red tears and smiles. Private jokes don't amuse you now. Little things that you say and do, sticking like super glue in her throat, and they drive her wild. And she's mad with anticipation. She can't hide her irritation at the way you hold your spoon. And it's easy to see just who it will be having the last laugh. And I say, hey, more power to you. Hey, 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 more power to you. And I say, hey, more power to you. Hey, 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 more power to you. Yeah, yeah. More power, a little bit more power to you. And I say, hey, more power to you. Hey, 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 more power to you. And I say, hey, more power to you.
Come on, Andy, give it a bit of whirling cheese. That's it, clap. Come on! Yeah! That's what I call a proper rock band. Raised by animals, give it up. Well, you just did. But anyway, you'll be seeing more of them in a minute. Steph's going to be doing the old interview, probing questions and stuff. Before that, we got Big Lugly Glen with doing his movie moments as usual. Turn the sound down. But before all of that, and after all of that, because I meant to mention to you earlier, we got an all blast from the past. Mr. Tim Redhead is back from his cruise and his sojourn in Mediterranean islands and, dallying with dark Latina beauties and drinking cocktail martinis and such forth. And generally taking it easy on the deck of a liner. Well, I mean, how lucky was that, like, you know what I mean? Unbelievable. Anyway, he's going to be here to, put his particular brand of Timness back, and sort of remind you of the old days. But before all of that kind of stuff, which is, all of that, and everything else. Yeah, it's my last bit. So, because they're going to take me off the outro because Tim scabbed it off me. So, I'm just going to finish by giving you a little piece of advice. And this is it. If you at all can, not to feel depressed. Because you know why? It feels like shit. And if you can't avoid it, if you can at all, just have lots and lots of sex. Because it only works for about 3 seconds at a time. But it's really worth it. And now here's Glenn.
I do beg your pardon. Ooh. He did say a naughty word then, but that's how crazy we are. It's rock and roll night. We've got Raised by Animals. It's all crazy in here. Movie moments. I was going to not pirate any movies this week. I was actually going to get off my rear and go to the cinema and actually go see some films. But there's bog all on. There's Saw 5, but I ain't seen Saw 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, so I'm sure it's all that sort of scene Saw and you'd probably understand. There's that Ghost Town thing with Ricky Gervais, a bit of a rom-com. Wouldn't mind it if you're in that kind of mood with a lady. Mirror Mirror. Scary stuff with mirrors, whereas people in mirrors and they look scary and whatnot. Bond's probably out next week and that. So, it's just movie craziness here. And I would like to just say, anyone watching the new Heroes, woohoo, it's all getting quite good there. New other stuff as well. So, that's about it from me. So, I ain't got much else to say. I just like twiddling knobs, really. And look at them disco balls. Isn't that nice? So, is everyone all right in there?
Yeah.
Yay! So I'm going to pass you over to Steph, who's going to chat to Raised by Animals. Here we go.
Hiya. So I'm here tonight with Raised by Animals, who I'm sure you all know already. So I'll crack on with first question. Have you enjoyed playing tonight?
Yeah, it's been great.
Good.
Yeah.
Nice little experience. That.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
It's a bit like Wayne's World.
Carry on.
And how long have you been playing together?
We've been together in different guises kind of for a few years, but as the lineup you see here, about 2.5, 3 years.
Playing
Really?
well together, that's a different question.
Yeah, well, I really enjoyed that last song. I've only heard it a few times, but I think it's brilliant.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So what's your favourite thing about being a member of Raised by Animals?
Sex.
Drugs.
Yeah.
Rock
Rock and roll.
Hot pants.
It's fun.
So many things. It's just
The
I
whole
always,
rock and roll lifestyle.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Life situation.
As you can see there, Paul with his cup of tea. He's really rock and
Yeah.
roll.
It's actually a cup of water. It's actually 3 shots of Jack Daniels mixed with 4 of vodka.
Yeah,
not
you
really,
should have a
it's-
bottle of tequila.
It's not really, it's best Yorkshire tea.
Yorkshire water.
Maybe Yorkshire latte.
Really. So what's been highlight of your year so far as a band?
So many.
I enjoy playing with Ian McLagan from Small Faces.
Yeah.
But that were because I'm into Small Faces and Faces, so that was one of my highlights.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. Richmond Live were quite
Yeah.
good as well, actually.
I was going to say that, a really good festival.
To a lot of people in Richmond.
I think for me, I
Right.
think having the album or the EP out, recorded, done. It's been a long time in the offing. We finally got it done. We think it sounds great. Reviews have been great. You think it sounds great. So this has been the highlight.
Yep.
That's
Thumbs up all around,
That's
right?
it.
Definitely. So who are your main influences music-wise?
Ooh, that's very varied. We come
No.
from
It is.
totally different backgrounds.
All
aren't we?
4 of us like completely different
He's
music.
He's
into
a
bit of
rocker.
Rammstein.
He's
Yeah.
a rocker.
I wouldn't say that,
Rammstein.
but yeah.
Yeah, I like a lot of like Motown and soul and stuff like that.
I'm a
we're
bit
all
more
into
towny,
different
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, we're all into different stuff, and that's what makes the band kind of work, I suppose, because we're not all into the same stuff, so we all bring something different to the table, and then we kind of put it in a pot, mix it about.
A lot of guitar
and see
stuff
us-
and what have
see
you.
us what happens. So
A lot of different stuff as well, isn't there?
So what are you listening to at the moment then?
Well, last thing I bought was the new Kings of Leon album. It's quite good.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, I like Kings
Not,
of
not as
Leon.
good as the first album, but it's
Not
good.
as good as Raised by Animals.
I'm into
Well, there you go.
we always said you're a woman of discerning taste.
I'm into all sorts.
can interview us
Phoenix,
every
time.
the whole steady, everything.
Yeah, I've just got into a couple of old bands that probably no longer together. Remy Zero and a band called Morphro, which I'm really into. Just discovered.
All sorts.
Alright then, so if I was a promoter and I wanted to book Raised by Animals to play, how would I go about doing that?
Suitcase cash.
Yeah. Gold bullion,
Space Raiders.
whichever.
Space Raiders is good, yeah.
Box of Space Raiders for Paul.
Yeah.
Pickled up.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
You can go to our website,
seriously.
www.raisedbyAnimals.com. We've also got a MySpace, Raised by Animals Music, /MySpace,
Whatever that is.
www.com,
MySpace, blah, blah.
UK.com,
Yeah.
something like that.
.com, yeah.
MySpace,
So
Raised by
sounds-
Animals.
Just type Raised by Animals into MySpace, it comes up.
And we're there, and we're waiting for all those promoters to give us a call.
Yeah.
Well, it's been brilliant interviewing you and having you on the show, and now I'm going to pass to our guest presenter for tonight, which is Tim.
That it is. Hello, good evening, and welcome to the end of the Tuesday show. I'm Tim, I'm here with all of my crew, even though I have been here for about 5.5 months now, because I have, as Ben quite rightly put, been gallivanting away on the deck of some cruise liner somewhere. It wasn't very big. There wasn't a lot of, there was a bit of gallivanting. There's also a fair amount of hard work. No, that's a lie as well, I do apologise. But yes, they're basically giving it to me, the responsibility to round the show off. I thought I'd do that. I quite like doing that. It is round after all. There's not really much to round up because everything's kind of been done. So I don't really have anything to kind of introduce other than the credits, and they're okay. I mean, they're pretty well put together. But so thought for the day. Okay, well, they sprung this one on me. So I suppose I'd best throw a little snippet from the Little Book of Tim. It's not very calm. It's slightly more wayward, a little bit more aggressive. But my final thought, I would probably say, would be, if something's hard to do, it's not worth doing. This has been the Tuesday show. Thank you very much for joining all of us because we love it so much. And please tune in next week. It'll be brilliant. Bye. Bye. Bye.